What's up guys, welcome to Wasted Space, and today we're back in Space Engineers again with a really super quick video, just kind of because I built something funky, and it's based off the modular ship from before. Had a couple of really cool comments and questions come up from that video and a couple of the recent ones I've done, so I thought I'd have a play around, and yes, I went and built something with guns on it. This is the modular ship still. You probably recognise the front bit there with the batteries, and if you haven't seen my previous modular ship video, please go and check that out first. Links down below. It kind of covers what the concept is here. It's basically a solar powered, battery powered ship, rechargeable, that sort of idea. But yeah, short of actually showing you it detaching and building from those 5 landing pads down there, because it does take a little while to line it all up and get it all together, I thought I'd just jump in and show you the ship itself and what it does, because it's kind of cool. I still wanted to stick with the idea that modular meant that it needed to do something that you couldn't do otherwise. So on the left, right and on the top, we have some kinetic weapons that you use the modules to detach and reattach to the ship. So you would use the modules to launch them, and then you use the modular thing then to go and rearm once they have been launched. And then there's a few other bits on here. We got a T connector in the middle that kind of joins everything together with some nice big juicy engines on it, to kind of give you the maneuverability. And then there's another sort of semi T connector on the back there that both holds one of the kinetic weapons and also some rockets on the bottom for extra oomph. And yeah, I guess it's some sort of strike craft should you come under attack and wish to retaliate, because of course you're the kind of friendly person that's never going to be the person that attacks first. You're only ever going to retaliate. But should you need to retaliate, you find yourself well equipped. Break out the modular ship and go for some fun. Now this is a save of my world, so I don't need to, or a separate save I should say, so I don't need to worry about screwing things over. But just briefly, obviously I've created groups like I did before for each one of the connectors, so they're reasonably easy to find and drag onto your bars. And so you've got the side missiles, the top missile, the side missiles have got engines in. I played around a little bit with turning those engines on before launching them, and they have reactors, but it has a habit of throwing it off course rather than helping, so yeah, not so great. And then yeah, I just went and labelled everything so that you can connect and disconnect things easily. So these left and right missiles here, you'd have maybe on a separate toolbar, and you'd have those for detaching them for rearming, for example. And then on here you just need your various weapons. And let's go and give a little demonstration of what this is all about. So you would, coming in from afar, line yourself up on your attack route and kick the engines into action. And it helps, and it works a lot better if you have the inertia dampers off for doing this. It just gives you a little bit more time to react. So by this point we're up at full speed, and about 2,000 meters out we are going to activate our weapons. Coming in real fast, and 7 and 8 are basically going to detach those 2 or 3 kinetic weapons, and what they do when they're detached is naturally drift away from the craft they're launched from. So if I detach them now, you'll see that they're actually kind of drifting out from the craft without me needing to do anything at all. They don't need any propulsion to do this. They're just going to continue going in the way we're traveling, like that. And as soon as I hit the inertia dampers, they're going to shoot off in front, and then we're going to come in and follow up with our attack. And I think managed to hit myself with my own rockets. God damn it. So maybe that rear, that's a shame, because I wanted to see what the missiles did. Maybe that rear platform needs a little bit of work. Let's have a look. Observe the damage we dealt at the very least. Bits of ship floating, and it's respectable. Looks like everything pretty much impacted in the same place and blew us a massive entry hole. So I think what I'll do is cut to another go of that where I can actually show you the missiles impacting to the platform. Alright, so we're back on our attack vector, coming in, dampers off, coming in from a nice angle this time from above the platform. Looking good. I'm going to attach the missiles a little bit further out this time. I've forgotten to get that out. Detach them out. Give them plenty of time to separate away from the craft. Ready to activate the dampers as we come in, not shooting the missiles this time so we don't blow ourselves up. We should get a nice, looks like a dead-on hit on the top of the platform. And dampers. too bad, and you've opened up your hole, ready to blow yourself up with your own rockets. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Slightly flawed design, but I thought I'd bring it to you anyway. There was another version of it. In fact, let me cut to that just quickly. So the original design for this craft was focused around the idea of letting multiple people fly it. And so I built these little turrets on the top and bottom on this rear section, so they'd be detachable. And this is where that top rocket and the rear rocket launchers are mounted. And you could spin it around, and if it had any ammo in it, you could shoot. And unfortunately, the end result of this is not only do space engineers not really like multiple people being in the same craft, but if I get in the front here and just press forward, you'll notice the thing is unfortunately tilting downwards quite violently, and it's about to do some weird stuff where now if I try and move the mouse, it won't go up and down. I can spin it sideways, at which point it'll do something approximating a handbrake turn. And just generally, it handles like trash. So unfortunately, this, while it was an interesting idea, much like there's engines in those two side pods, so if I press 7 and 8, you'll see that they're actually on now, and they are running with the generators in there on fixed thrust. So when I turn the dampers off and detach those module blocks, in theory they should have kept running, but unfortunately they haven't. Either way, that didn't work either. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you thought this was vaguely interesting, please hit that like, that subscribe button, really helps me out. And if you've got any thoughts, any comments, any suggestions, stick them down below. Even if it's just, that was awful, you should be trying harder, find something new. Thank you very much, and I will catch you next time.
Woo!